So real quick, just working out a little technical thing. Okay, I'm good. I'm live. What's up? What's up, woodchucker? You like the yellow joints? Gotta mix it up sometimes, man. I gotta mix it up. I'm on the earth tones today. We got us a couple of chisels. We're just gonna tighten up and get them good. You know how we do. And shoot the breeze a little bit. It is what it is. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. And a couple things I definitely need to go through and check. For sure. I'm gonna try to sharpen this thing today too. Thank you for the thumbs up. I know you got the like. The family is good, man. The family is good. The kids are all on vacation doing their thing. One of the girls is coming up this weekend for a concert, so we're gonna kind of get her in town by default, hang out. Once they fly out of the nest, they're like back and forth, back and forth. We got 3 in college right now. It's wild. How's your family doing? I'm gonna go ahead and set up this whetstone though while we do it. How's your channel doing, woodchucker? I love coming over there and checking your stuff out, man. It's such a nice channel over there. Y'all do some amazing stuff, bro. Let's check all of these. All good as well, he says. That's what's up. Need something to test these with. There's always a little piece of scrap wood around here somewhere. I'm not too mad at that one. Yeah, I'm not too mad at that. I'm gonna put that on the strap and we're gonna call that one. Of course, we're putting some compound on it. Heard somebody say give it about 30 pulls. I'm not sure. I don't know if I ever do that many. I'll try it though. Yeah, the short for 30,000. That's amazing, man. That's amazing. I've had a couple do all right, but that is amazing. 30,000 is a huge number, man. A huge number. I wish I had gotten some after I monetized. I don't think I've got a video over 2,000 since I've monetized. But it's cool. It's coming. I really thought that the little spinning hammer trick was going to be a good video. YouTube did not give me no props on that one. But, what am I cry about? Get my life together. Yeah, that's a fact. We all in the same boat. But, it's a good time though, ain't it? It's a good time. I can't be mad at a good time. Let's check this out again. Let's try to get tiny little. Yeah, that's good. That's good, that's good. Did y'all see that? Well, trust me, that one's nice and sharp. We're gonna get him on the other side. That's looking a little crusty. I don't know what's up with that. We're gonna put some WD on that one first. Oh my God, I just bought a giant can of WD-40 now. It's over here where I left it. So I don't know what that is. Let me show you something. You saw this on a short, right? Real life. We protected our chisel. Because sometimes we're just clumsy as hell. So, good thing I had that mat. So now you see the value of my little tip. I don't think I'm the first one to do that, though. Not start taking credit like I'm a internet guru. Just a little bit of It's a little texture on that. I have been doing this exterior restoration, and sometimes I've had to grab the chisels, so it may have gotten a little bit of that work. So we're gonna go ahead and start him with the 400 and then work it down from there. I'm gonna re-moisten real fast, resubmerge. It's been sitting in water for days. Let's see. What was that white thing you just rubbed on your strop? That is the compound that actually came with my strop, but you can get many different kinds of compounds. But essentially you rub it on the strop and it's a polishing agent. And the little pieces of this get on that material. And then you get a fine polish on the very tippity tip of that blade as a result, which allows whatever you're cutting to slide right across the top and give you that nice little slice that we want, that little curl that all the cool woodworking guys are after. I bet I had 2 people talking to me in the chat and like 1 like. Come on, man. One of y'all fronting right now. I'm calling you out. Cletus? Was that you? Oh, let me see. Who's talking to me? If you ever need my help, I like to help people. My email is always in my description, buddy. Oh man, I appreciate that, for sure. I don't know everything, but exchanging information does help, that's for sure. Thanks, says John Francois. Man, what a cool name. You're very welcome. They use those for polishing jewelry. There's a green and black compound. They work very nicely. Now, funny you say that, because I do have the green compound. I've never used it though. I haven't used it yet. I'm not sure what the difference is. Would you happen to know? If you do, you can explain it to us in the chat, because I am like a toddler in the woodworking world. Also the YouTube world. Just go ahead and discredit myself on all fronts. Right away. Straight to jail. Now what I'm doing here is adjusting my blade bevel to my stone, so that that blade bevel here, the secondary one, is exactly against the flat of the stone, so that I'm not creating a new bevel, and that I'm also not missing it. And with the 400, we should know pretty quickly how we're doing on that front. It always starts out sounding pretty rough. After a little bit, that sound will soften up and smooth out a little bit. I'm applying the same pressure, but it speeds up as it gets a little bit smoother. I'm mostly letting the weight of the chisel and the tool and just my hands balancing on the front of the tool. But I'm not putting much pressure downward. And now we can see that we are getting right across the front of that blade. People do this a lot of different ways. This is how I do it, and this is what works for me. We will check afterwards. I've done it a couple different ways on this channel, and I've done it in ways that it did not work, and we saw that live, and then we made the adjustments and figured out better things with people in the chat like Woodchucker, who's got some experience. Good evening, folks. How are you, Wes? What's going on, Runick? The green is the final step. If you use a buffing wheel, the green will make it like a razor blade. But definitely careful if you're using a buffing wheel. You have to have the tool in the right direction, or correction could be deadly. Yikes. Same. Hope you are well, says Ronick. Good to hear that, Ronick. You guys definitely should be following Runick. Steady hands. Fantastic technique on all fronts. Oh, this is looking good. This is looking good to me. I'm going to keep running that on that 400 though until I'm satisfied. Oh snap, I don't know if y'all remember that reference. It's a little bit old. Since this one got that work, we're going to go ahead and get that blade back. And here we sound a lot better as it's going across that stone. There's debris, so we're getting to something. Now, all we're doing is getting that little burr off the back. Some people wait on that. Some people do the burr at the very end. Some people don't. The stone looks quite gross. I'm going to put the flattener on it. This helps take off that first layer. Anything that might be on there. Get your back nice and smooth and flat and clean. This is the tool that we rely on for our precision tools. So we have to maintenance everything. Whatever system you use, you'll have to maintenance it to some degree. And that's cool, that's part of the experience. Whoop. Alright, now we're going to move on to the 1000 grit. This is the old Amazon Basics, not sponsored. Not sponsored, if it ever is. Hey, they ain't got me no money. But these are gray stones anyway. This is 1000 grit. All I got is the stones and water, so it's a very inexpensive system to own and operate. And it'll get you plenty sharp for anybody that will be watching me would need. That's what we got on the back side. That's what we got on our blade so far. We're mostly just concerned with this very front, which is coming along smashingly. Oh, slice the rag. Slice the rag. Alright. I think we can move on to the 3000. Let's not jump. Let's not go too fast. Let's hit the 1000 one more time. One more time. Let's do about 20 strokes. Ought to be cool. Look at that. Oh, I got him. Sweet. About 20 strokes. Ought to be good. So that little debris, we'll get that back in the water, rinse it off, and move on up to the 3000 grit. Bam. Back up in the easy, baby. Alright, here we go. Same thing, chicken wing. 10 likes. Your boy got heat in here. Listen. If likes was money, y'all just paid the like bit. 10 likes? Unsolicited. Rock with your boy. That's dope. So this is a 3000 grit. Started with 400, jumped to 1000, now on 3000. And you can see we've got some particulate. So I'm going to rinse that off real quick. We don't want to start pushing that into our blade. We don't want that material back on our edge. We want a sharp, refined edge. Like so. Again, I'm not putting a whole lot of pressure here, if any. It's just the weight that I need to keep the tip of this blade in contact with the stone. That's it. Everything else is gravity. Like on my short that I posted the other day with John Mayer. Gravity! Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That's my fault. That's on me. Y'all blame that one on me. Janelle Monáe. Blame it on me. Say it's my fault. Alright, we're gonna bump up from the 3000 grit. Hold on, man. I missed the whole chat for a second. I was in my focus Zen mode. Is Mike in here? Raja's in here? Who let these dudes in? Oh man, I gotta check out these next time, bro. Good to see you, Mike. Good to see you, Raja. Let's see. Oh man. Sugar said, if you want, I'll do a live stream and show you what I'm talking about on the screen. Look at that guy. Props. Anytime, broskies. Anytime. I'm always down. Now again, I'm doing some flattening with the flattening stone so that we can make sure what we're dealing with is proper. I know it's redundant, but a few more people got in here since the last time, and we need to make sure that our tools are nice and flat so that our blades can be nice and straight. Go! Jesus Christ. Alright. So we just got to get back to our bevel, our edge. Yeah. Sucks to do that on the very last grit, but in the words of the water boy, you can do it. All right. In fact, let's just scooch it forward a little bit more, and what we'll do is put our micro bevel on there. We're going to jump right away from that 8,000 grit back to our 1,000 grit. And get that very tippity tip. Alright, here we go. And get a little material off this one. As we're getting a very narrow apex at this point. You see I'm using woodworking terms and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Alright. Listen, I am sold on them stones, is what Mike said. Me too, Mike. Me too. These things work out. In fact, while I'm talking, let me pause. Talking all this tool calibration. This tool has a little tightening nut right here that you can turn and not drop it. So it's a cheap tool, but it's well made for the most part. You do have to eyeball it and make sure you're lined up nice and straight when you set that thing, but as long as you do, you'll be good to go. Once again, 1,000 grit, we're going to give it about 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Survival, survival. Austin Fifth Incorporated. On the market set and go now. Cut a tree and we just know. We're gonna make a tree pelado. doing, Pilado? How you doing? Got the whole squad in here. Robert G, what's happening? I miss you, man. I didn't even see you in here. Okay, we're up to 3,000 grit. Serious business right now. Serious business. Yeah. These angles, bro. Trying to get the dynamic light, you know what I mean? Alright, we're done with the 3 stacks. We're going to bump all the way up to the 8,000. The 8,000. Immediately. There goes some of our burr. Some of our bill burr. Nada, just got back from getting a new tire on the car and late dinner. Late dinner out sounds nice. Sounds nice. I do not envy you in the tire shop, however. But, oh man, they just paved a section of the highway that I ride quite frequently, like brand new. It is so good. I don't know if you guys are drivers or you like driving a whole lot, but if you do, you know a nice couple of miles of fresh asphalt is insanely delicious. I'm going to go ahead and take this out of the cradle here. Get another one of my shop towels and dry it off a little bit. And then back to the compound. See if this thing can get better than it was. KFC? Huh? Oh, that's what you have for late dinner. That's alright. That's not bad, my friend. We had tuna melts and mac and cheese. A little redundant, but we be doing that. Teenage boys love it. Alright, we're going to go ahead and hit it. Let's give it about 30 good swipes. 3, 4. With that bevel, but we're careful not to slam this thing down as we go. I also want to try to maintain the same angle. Also, I lost count. So I'm going to flip it over. I love that. Don't you love it when that happens? Like right after the, oh, so good. Backside. Who's old enough to remember when albums had an A side and a B side? The local DJs and the club DJs would play the B side tracks, because those are the artist's favorite tracks. The record executives chose the A side. The musicians usually chose the B side. Oh, that's looking good. Got a little crud on it though. Let me get it out. That's looking so good. Alright. So after the white, do the green. If you want to get technical, keep that one for the white and have another one for the green to keep them separated. Aha. You mean like this side? Isn't this the side for the strop? I thought this was going to be too sophisticated for me. But I think I can use this side for the green, right? This is the fine side. Let's see. See if we got some wisdom in the chat, because I don't have the info. Yes, boom. Look how quickly that worked out for us. De La Soul's 3 Feet High and Rising had a fantastic B-side. What are you talking about right now, my man? Potholes in my lawn? Are you kidding me? Seems like every time I leave my garden untended because eyes have now parted upon my spreadsheet. Oh, tell me, why the hell upbeat of the evil doers with the big holes, of the evil doers who dig holes and invade my lawn and lawn shoot. I think I better plant, wait, I think I better plant traits to give clues. And if they get them, wait. And when they get here, I will say that I'm the plug one. And they could cheer enough to realize the reason. Oh, that was such a good album. Oh, that's such a good album. I can feel this blade sliding even slicker than before. Oh, something good is happening because this thing is glistening like. I also got this thing on Amazon for not a lot of money. I think I paid maybe 20, 24 bucks for this. Pretty nice. Okay. Now, it's a pretty nice looking blade there. But we don't cut nothing because it's pretty. We cut something because it's sharp. Let's check it out. Oh, you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? I mean, look how smooth that is. Woodchucker, your contributions, sir, have immediately yielded results. I'm grateful. If I had one of them horns, I would hit the button and be like, bah, 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 bah. What kind of chisels are those, says CNG. These are the old Freight Specials. I think I paid 20 bucks for this entire set. Maybe. Now, there is this. They may not be the best metal, and also I do restoration, so I really do actually use these on site sometimes. But every time I sharpen them, they come back fantastic, and they perform. I'm sure there are higher end blades and better sharpeners than me personally, but I cannot imagine what more you would need beyond this. This one I have not done anything to for just now. Let me just see if it needs it. That's doing pretty good. So we're gonna do a little compound, a little stropping on that. Shout out to Woodchucker. Y'all need to follow him. Got some wisdom over there. I always like to get my little debris off of this thing. What I understand about this is what you want is for the polish to just rub across that blade and those little grits and the micro particulates. Hone the end of that blade. Like a mighty warrior wielding the... Okay. I ran out of stuff to say. To the chat! Has to be a meat cutter. Lots of sharp knives. Do they hold the edge very long? I don't think they're great metal if you use them a lot. I would say if you use them a lot, you'll sharpen them a lot. I use mine fairly often. I sharpen them. And when I say fairly often, I mean maybe an hour or two a day. And then I'll sharpen them probably once a week, maybe once every 10 days. But just depending on if I get one and it's not sharp, I bring them all out and I at least do this, you know? And that way, when I really want to get into something, I don't have a bunch of blunt tools. And if something gets blunt, then I'll have this good time again cleaning them because it's nice. And now we are putting on the finer polish. We're advancing our woodworking skill set by advancing our sharpening skill set and developing the relationships and collaborations that help us do dope shit. Let's see what we got, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Woodchucker says, wait. Robert G says, frequent stropping helps keep the edge serviceable longer between sharpenings. 100%. Have you tried Japanese chisels? Says Operation Solo. I have not. These are the only chisels I have really used other than construction grade Stanleys that I've had for a couple of years that I beat up on pretty heavy. But for the price, it might be worth the time, says C&G Creations. This is true. For me, it is. And for me, I want to sharpen often because that's a part of the process and I need to get good at that. And then once I am and I can appreciate a tool that will hold that edge, so on and so forth, then, you know, I'll get that. But I got to graduate to that. But right now, I just want to make delicious curls. Delicious curls with the chisel. Oh man, this stropping compound is just, oh. Like, look at this. Look at it. Look at this. Look at this. Look at it. Look at it. Okay. Anyways, I'm very impressed. Very impressed. On to the next one, as the rappers would say. Wes, if you use them, go with the white and then the green every time you use them. It'll keep them sharp and you won't have to go to the stone. Which says Woodchucker. I have heard that. Mike has said the chisels Wes has have the same. I have the same, and just staying on top of them keep them in good shape with me. Mike, we just said the same thing. Woodchucker says, and Runic said I do the same with razors, just doing leather work, unless I snap the tip, and then I get a lot of mileage out of the blades. That's pretty awesome. I am gonna attempt to sharpen my chisel with this weird shaped blade. I, spoiler, I've already, figured out what I want to do with it. It seems to work pretty good. We'll continue to do that. Woodchucker says, so with the chainsaw, they say at every gas tank, just do 2 straight strokes on the teeth every time you gas up, and it keeps it sharp, and you don't have to go back and really resharpen big time. That is great to know. Because, man, I can wreck a chainsaw blade. I really can. I really, really can. Going back to the strap on this one and see how it does. Don't think I used this particular chisel a whole lot since the last time I sharpened, so once again we're just going to service the edge with the compound and the strop. Every time I want to do that Beastie Boys break. Cause I'm an old guy, out for some fun. I'm an old guy, just having some more. Wait. I agree, leather sharp is the most finest razor sharpening you can do. Beastie Boys, back to the classics. Listen, man, all I am is classics. You know what I'm saying? That's all I am. Is an old school Chevy. The turbo 350 tranny. Leaks fluid a little bit. Flossie! How you doing, my friend? Always nice to see. Makes the room smell like flowers. I grew up with my dad owning a '69 Chevy Cherry Red. We went camping all the time, all 5 of us in a row. Nice. That must have been a good time. That must have been a good time. My son, who I just gave the C10 to, I've got baby pictures of him in that same truck with the sitting in the baby seat. We'll be driving all summer so we can get that license. Definitely good memory, says Woodchucker. Yeah, man, there's something about hanging out with your dad in a cool car. My dad had a Mustang convertible. Oh, look at that. This is the part that I want you to see. Just look at the light graduation of that. I'm sorry my camera angle sucks. But when you can hold a little sliver that long, it's a very good sign. It's a very good sign that the process is working. I don't know what all is going on back here on this chisel, but up here where it counts, strictly business, EPMD. Yeah, remember that truck. Hopefully he's grateful for what she did for him. Definitely better. Yeah, he's gonna love that truck. He's gonna help me rebuild a new motor for him, and probably, probably new brakes all around, new brake system. A little nervous about that thing. Big old truck, a lot of weight. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna strop, and then we're gonna check it, see how it's doing. White compound. And this side, I would say, is kind of like the back side of the leather, right? I don't know if this is authentic leather. Maybe, I don't know. But it's a strap. I get a little bit, I warn you, if you do what I do, which is I have a magnet that I sit all these on the front of my bench. They will gather little particles. You gotta wipe them off from time to time. If you choose to go that way, you will likely magnetize your chisels. Which isn't usually been a problem for me. Not a problem that I've noticed and recognized to be a problem. Then we get the burr off the back. Good talking with you, Wes. Take care. Everybody, dinner is ready and I'm gonna go eat, says Woodchucker. I see you, homie. Peace and love. You all fancy. We had an old wood grain side station wagon, but it slept well on trips. Oh man, a station wagon was the dream. My uncle had a station wagon. We thought it was so cool because we could sit in the back and look out the windows like a little kid's lounge back there. So cool. Scoop Doobie, what's good? Y'all better say what's up to Scoop Doob. How you been? How you been? Thanks for joining us today. We've been waiting on you.
And now you are here. Our dreams have come true together.
Oh, that polishing is just something else. Like when that light hits the, it makes me so proud of myself. I mean, let me ask y'all in the chat. Does anybody else sharpen their tools and like get dopamine from it? I get such good dopamine from seeing that shiny edge. I promise you I do. There's a little piece of something right on this edge. On the back side. Let me stop before I cut my finger off. Once again, shout outs to Woodchucker giving us free advice. Taught us how to use this fine green polish on our chisels and get a little bit more. We can call them scary sharp now. That's the new way to call things sharp. Scary sharp system. Thumbs up. Everybody give them support. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Peace out, Woodchucker. Good guy. I need to do like a live with somebody who can play live music on the other end. So when I zone out trying to make sure I keep my blade straight, that I don't bore y'all to death. Look at that. Shing, 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 shing. All right, where is Scoop Doo said, I'm looking at you working on that chisel, knowing I need to work on one of mine. I accidentally struck a hidden piece of metal, and the edge is messed up. Ugh. I'm gonna tell you, that is not always the worst news for me. I get a little excited that I get to work a new edge. I don't know why. Maybe because I haven't done it enough to get sick of it yet. I've got epoxy on the tip of this and I have to slice it off with the other chisel. It's epoxy or super glue, one of the two. It's coming off brittle, so it must be super glue. Either way, it's off of there. Oh, did we check this one? Did we check it? Hmm. Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Give us what we want. Give us what we need.
Slices. So you can see it. So sweet.
So satisfying.
That's 5 out of 6. I think I got 2 more, but I don't know where they're at. I think they're on the job site. Thicker, heavier chisels. Flossie says that's a whole new level of sharpening. Oh, thank you. You got that one ready to go, says Scooby Dooby. Yup. Now this one, not so much. It's not going to just be the stropping for him or her. I do not know how this chisel identifies, so I don't want to make assumptions about this chisel. Trigger everybody in the room at once. Down, down. Okay, let's see. We gotta work our edge, and then we'll get back to our stones. But we gotta find our angle. It's nice to do that on the wood first, because I don't have to keep banging that tip against the stone. It's not great for the stone. It's not particularly good for the chisel either. So it looked like we were really close that last time. So I think that is good to go right there. I'm gonna lock it in because this little one does not hold as securely as some of the others. And we are going to go back to life. 400. Start with the basics. The Amazon basics. And on this one, I have to kind of keep my fingertips on the side of the stone just to keep this one from wanting to wobble, because it can, it will. This helps me keep it a little more steady and keep that bevel straight, relatively speaking, and that apex flat and pointy. Like a little machine. It's a very mechanical movement. You want to be as robotic as possible here. Like you're on a little conveyor. Let me do the back side. You know why. And we can feel when the friction of that burr is gone. And we can move on to the other side. I don't know why I go into this crappy French accent. Not that French people are crappy, but my version of French people talking is. But I do it all the time. I guess maybe because I don't know any French people and nobody's, come up and straighten me out about it. I'm sorry, French people. I love your bread. Now this is 1,000 grit that we're on right now. And along, you see that streak I got down the middle, that material we want off, back in the water, rinse it back, off, and bring it back over so that we're not grinding that material back into our blade. I know there's some redundancy in this, but it's important. As long as it defines it sharp. This is through. I wish I defined it sharp. That'd be sweet. We're at the 1,000 grit. I'm trying not to tilt this chisel tip. We are a robotic sharpening machine. Movements are predictable and precise. Alright. Do 1,000 grit again. Because I just, never too much, never too much. They don't know nothing about Luther Vandross. But, it is what it is. Sorry I'm in and out, but I'm here, says Mike. It's alright, Mike. Appreciate you dropping by, man. Whatever engagement you feel what you want to do, feel free, buddy. Y'all, we're doing a drive. We're doing a membership drive for Mike's channel. Mike needs just a few more subscribers to hit that 1,000 mark. He needs to hit a stack, a G. And it's good content. So click on the thing and go over there and subscribe because, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Mike is making stuff. That's easy to remember. Write it down, you filthy animals. Save it in your doojamakickies. Put it in your whatchamacallits. Well, check out Woodchucker too. He's dope. You should go back and check that guy out. Roomies is fantastic too. There's some people I didn't even realize had channels. The key to all this process is to follow along. How many are what? What? Not me, I'm enjoying AC while Wes kind of has an ASMR thing going on. Yeah, man, I get lost in it sometimes. And then I feel like I'm babbling when I talk to the chat. And then I feel all insecure inside of myself. But these are my battles that I must fight each day. We are at 3,000 grit right now. It's a little narrow chisel, keeping our fingers on the side of the actual stone so that we can keep that chisel as planted as possible. Keep that edge as uniform as possible. Flip it over, get the burr off the back. Wonderful. Rinse that back off. And we'll be up to the 8 racks. That's how they say it about they sharpening stones in the streets. If you ever out there, you know what I'm saying? In the hood. Like, yo, you got that 8 rack stone, B? I might have it. What's good? Psh. Got that 3 thou underneath. Word? The tufa? Psh. Boom, boom. Good money. And you can ride out. Having known the proper terminology. Alright. That's 8,000. I think it's time we can go to the strop. I think we can do it. I think we can take it to the strop. All right. Got the compound on, find our angle, get our fingers in a position where we can comfortably follow that angle. Not the easiest thing to do with this narrow chisel, but once you do, you can just repeat that motion, no problem. Then it's rhythm. You know, that's what I do when I'm fishing, right? I do the same thing. I time things by songs. I give myself one verse of Bobby McFerrin, and then I'm moving to another spot if I don't get hit. You know what I'm saying? Here's a little song I wrote. Might not find it good for love. Don't worry. Be happy. I feel like my kids come downstairs right now, and they'll be like, oh! And they'll be like, Dad, I thought you were cool. Just kidding, my kids would never think I was cool. All right, green compound, the high potency, high calibre, smooth operator, the Arnold Schwarzenegger, the chisel, raisinator. Hey everybody, check out Mike is making stuff. He's got an awesome channel. Give him support. He makes all kinds of stuff. That's what Woodchucker said. Never push on your strap until you want 2 half straps. And Woodchucker's black. Plywood. Oh, awesome, Scoop Dude. I'm glad you subscribed to this goofball. Mike is making stuff. Here's a little song I wrote. Right? Alright, that's enough polishing. Slice. Can we slice some wood? Can we slice some wood? Can we slice? I know we could. Oh yes, we could slice some wood. Alright, that's what we need these tools to do. That's what these tools are doing. Let's talk about this motor scooter. Y'all have been telling me that this blade is going to be a pain to sharpen because it's tough but also hard to sharpen. I don't know how. But anyway, here's what happened. This thing right here. I know, boo from the fact y'all don't want me to do this. I get it. But this side right here, that little roundy bit, boom, 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 boom. See what I'm saying? I can't do stones with a blade like this, but boom, boom, no problem. And now, I'm going to hold the same standard though. We're not sharp if we're not slicing little stuff up, right? Look at that. That's what we're doing right now. And if we need to get in it, we can get in it. Get our pencils. And we can get it off of there too, right? So this works for me, especially for a field knife. Now, I don't know, there's nice snobbery out there, and I get that. You know, there's excellence in all things. And on things that I do not appreciate the excellence of, I'm a middle of the road kind of guy because, you know, that's what it turns out to be. But eventually, Corey, 5 pulls a decent beginner gauge, but more pulls ain't hurting anything. Chap is my 2D favorite price right after free. Yep, another reason to go check out his channel. Corey 5 pulls a decent beginner gauge, but pulls ain't hurting anything. Hey Mike, were you on subscribers? Oh, I can't read today. 9:49 at last look. 51 to go, bro. Mike is on the way. What's up, Shoop? Shoopa-doop, doopa-doopa-doopa. Victor says, just joined the suspended gang recently, 30 years old, and felt like I rediscovered life. Word, Vic. Do your thing, Brizzle. The moment I found you, bro, I knew you were going to be great, Mike. 89 subscribers. Right on. Shoop is working it up. Y'all look out for Shoop, too. Go check the channel. Go check the channel. I'm just not mad at this knife. Kershaw, like this, good stuff, Kershaw. For general utility, having a super sharp blade is diminishing returns, guys. For basic field knife, the sharper you go, the more likely you're going to lose the edge. Consider this. A contractor. Mike's got something to say. He is likely to cut a strand of wire to scrape out grout or cutting his pencil sharp. Speak on it, Brother Mike. Speak on it. Because sometimes you need your blade to be sharp. And you need a reliable knife. Put it in. Now, I do keep this right here for two reasons. One, it's super handy. Two is because that's where I pivot the canes, and I don't want to poke myself. So it helps me know that that's there and keeps me from jabbing myself. Yo, how come y'all didn't like this? How come y'all didn't like this? What happened? I did a whole video. That video bombed. Bombed. And it's spinning in the video. And it's still bombed. I don't know what happened. Agreed, Mike. Sometimes too sharp it gets dull fast. Happy medium, right? I'm asking you, Mike. Absolutely, says Mike. I actually keep one super sharp and one duller on my multi-tool for that reason. Ugh. Look at that multi-tool. I got this from my kids 10 years ago for one Father's Day. I love this little thing. And that's a decent little hammer. And I've got a couple of blades, a couple hexes, flathead, bottle opener, I presume. Got a little file, a serrated blade, and if you go deep enough, little number 1 Phillips. I lost my wedding ring in like 6 weeks. I've had this for 10 years. My wife should have put the ring on a multi-tool. Shame. Flossie says that's awesome. Thank you, Flossie. Runic is back in the building. No telling YouTube, rhyme or reason why some videos bomb. Yeah, that's just so true. Angle makes a difference in edge retention, says Robert G. I've been studying that a little bit lately these last few days because I really do want to make a blade. I don't want to do something very stupid. And I don't want to end up having to bow out of it halfway through, having ruined it or created something dumb. But anyway, I'm trying to figure out if this strong tie, it's definitely thick enough metal. I don't know if it's strong enough metal that I can fashion a blade out of it. Because I always just want to make stuff out of stuff. I don't want to buy a sleeve or something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to look that up. But I've been watching a ton of videos of people making knives from scratch. So I'm going to have to get some fire bricks and see if I can make a proper, because you gotta temper it, right? Robert G says do a spark test on the grinder. Absolutely, I'll do a spark test on the grinder. How do we do that? Show me, tell me, let me know. I got a grinder right here, Playboy. Mike says, each tool is also going to have a completely different profile. My carving knife, my plain blade, my actual everyday carry all have different geometries. This is very true, Mike. More sparks that last longer means higher carbon steel. No way, Wes. I got the same one on Father's Day. Oh, that's funny. That's awesome. You can make a blade out of just about anything, says Rumick. Now that you can harden and temper is another thing. Now, if you can harden and temper, it's another thing altogether. I want to harden and temper because I do want to do things proper. Like, I don't mind. Let me not say that. I don't mind not proper if it's effective. I don't want to build a sloppy, weak knife because I'm probably going to end up making a folding knife and going with all the innards and the whole thing. I really want to make something that does that, but I know that's ambitious for my first knife. But first, I want to start with a good blade, and I want to make sure that I can make a good blade. So different steels will spark different at the bench grinder. If it's throwing fireworks, a high-speed steel or high carbon. Mild steel is tamer. Well, look at. Do not have to threaten me with a good time at all. I mean, you can pretty much say grinder once to me. Wait. Don't. Not that grinder. Mike is a witty fellow in the comment section. He might catch that one. All right. If I put that off, turn that off. If we fling some steel, tell you what. What's the prognosis? What do we got? Pirate King says, bro, chill. Pun and Woodwork, what's good? Rat Smacker, what's happening? Lots of sparks. What does that mean? Shoot. Is that good or bad? Looks like you just got a bunch of tips to jump forward and get you on track with the right metal. Didn't know more sparks is better. I don't think that will harden well, says Robert G. Pirate King says safety first. Rat Smacker says nothing much. You been chilling? That's what's up. Oh, Pirate King, I'm sorry. I do not intend to be frightening you. But me and a grinder go back a long ways. I've been, yeah. So what is that? What does A3 mild steel mean? That means it's trash. I should not be looking to make that. WesDoesIt, thank you for all you do. Learn so much from you. Maria, oh, that warms my heart. Oh, that's so good. It's so good. I appreciate that very much. Very much, I do. Pirate King says I was on Grinder once. And Bo Dragon says something. Bo Dragony? Go get an old file and now we're talking. Mike, I don't have an old file. That's the thing. All my files are new. Like, relatively speaking, like, all my files are new. I do not want to sacrifice not a single one of them. You're in Mike's field. He knows a lot about that. Old boy is going to start his own knife. Cut a small piece and heat it until it's non-magnetic and then quench it in oil. See if a file skates on it and don't dig into it. Did you paint your mascot yourself? Love it. Yes, I did all the artwork in here except for the big biggie painting over there. My brother did that, who's a very talented actual professional artist. He's dope. Fuse green. Um, he's worked with all the hip hop brands. Mike says skill saw blade, lawnmower blade. Those are good. I keep forgetting that, Mike, because I actually have tons of old skill saw blades. Because I don't ever throw them away. But yes, I did paint that character. I did that live, that character. Sounds like we're going to start another live stream to make our own knife. Yes. Yes, Woodchucker, that's what we're going to do. Yeah, the lawnmower blade is a good one, Mike. Yeah, Mike did one with a lawnmower blade. Wes, get a Kershaw Iridium. They're $60, but feels like a $150 knife. Really so nice. Well, check this out, bud. That's a Kershaw. That's what I have currently that I am in love with. But I also do have several sweet ladies here. And I do like this Gerber, and I know people be hating on it. It's kind of awkward to open, but it's such a lightweight little knife. And I am such a kind of a lightweight guy. So say I am in slacks and not denim. I want this knife because it's so lean, it's so light, so easy. And it sharpens well, and it does what you need it to do. So, shout outs to you, Gerber. I almost tucked it in my pocket because that's what I be doing. But the Kershaw is the work knife now. Sounds like you need to schedule a live stream and post it so we can all be there, buddy. Yeah, for sure. Or just throw down and get a blank. I carried that same Gerber for years. Kershaw is the one. This is true. Now, when I went shopping for my son's 16th, I got him a knife when he turned 15. And we went and found a Kershaw. And his is still much better than this. I don't know. I spent about $100 on his. But I went back and I got this one because this was the one that was on sale and it looked so hardy. And so I got it. $35. I'm super happy with it. Can't say enough about it. And this is my fishing knife that I got from the store we won't mention today. You should make a 1/100 scale copy of your workshop with the big projects like the hammer and cane. That would take ages. It would be cool. I don't know. I would probably be showing my benches and stuff like that. I hardly ever show you guys this bench because the joinery is awful. So I don't show it off. But it's very sturdy and very utilitarian and very flat now. But it's all construction lumber. But you know, you can see. But all that stuff would be cool to make figures and whatnot. I am working on a video right now. There's a shop tour video, and I just go over all the things in my shop, things that I've built and the things that I use, that I built that I use. Yeah. Like a little tiny one. Yeah, that's 1/100th, I imagine. Cold Steel is a great brand for work knives as well. They are beasts. I got that a lot in my comments when I was trashing this knife. Um, that the cold steel. I've heard that a lot. That might be one I'll order just because I'm so curious. I heard so many good things about it. I can do more with nail clippers than most people can with a huge knife. Those big heavy knives are just for show. That's what Flossie says. Hmm, maybe. I don't know. I use whatever knife I've got throughout the day. Like I'm gonna do. Here's a really good benefit of this thing, right? Is that flat tip. That's like a scraper. So today I had, we're doing a restoration of old wooden windows with that I've got to put the glaze in between. This thing scrapes beautifully, just like a razor. Beautifully. Like I was so happy to have it. Rat Smacker says, Mr. Pape, I got some cold steel throwing axes as a gift. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. For someone. Phone be right back, says Mike. Nail clippers, Flossie, says Scoop Doobie. Mike's a busy man. He's always getting phone calls. Hey, Wes from Virginia. Digi detecting. What's going on? Hello from Atlanta, Georgia. Or should I say Douglasville? Douglasville. This is driving me crazy. If only I had a knife. This is close to me getting a haircut, as you're gonna see live. This is like when what's his name? Bearded Viking cut his hair live. That was the most entertaining live I've ever seen. It was so hilarious. But you've gotten a lot of good tips on this live stream. Are you gonna run with making a knife from a lawnmower blade? No, I am gonna run with making a knife from one of those saw blades right there. That's what I'm going to do. So, gotta make sure I got everything I need for it, and I'm gonna schedule that, and then I'll post it in the post section of things, and then we'll show up and we'll put that thing together. And then Flossie will bring her nail clippers and show us how it's really done in this piece. How many chats are coming through? I just got kicked out. It just kicked one. Doing pretty good in the chats, I think. Right on, throw a post so I don't miss it. Oh, for sure, for sure, for sure. I just really learned to do that, and I really didn't really think about that people would be interested in scheduling my lives because I'm so random. I just do it when I get the chance. But I am going to try to do like at least 2 to 3 throughout the course of the week, and then one on the weekend for sure. TJ Ronick. Yes, I am on Insta, Runic. Same thing. I'm WesDoesIt everywhere. Uh, what's going on, TJ? How are you today? Kind of note. What'd you say? I missed you. Oh, snap. Baby Kisses snuck in here. I didn't even see you. Love, how you doing? How you doing? I be getting caught up. Cool, got some of my blades on there. Oh, yeah? You got some on your site? We'll go check you out. Woodchucker, you goofy nut. Dang. Dang. Doing good, sir. How about you? Not far from bedtime for me, says TJ. I know that's right. I might turn it in at some point. I forgot I turned my light off so that we could see sparks and determine that my strong tie was only strong as a tie, but weak sauce as a knife. Beating Crazy Custom Creations, Francaise. What's going on? They said, hey, Wes, what's going on? What's going on? Digidetective says, what do I like to build mostly? Jeez, there is no, nothing. I like building everything. Like, I like working on my boat. I like working on the stuff in the shop that I made for the shop. I like making tools. Um, yeah. I want to get into some costumes, though. I want to make some extravagant costumes. I think that would be interesting. I haven't done sculpting for a long, long time. Plywood and Baby Kisses are great supporters. You guys rock. Absolutely true, Woodchucker. 100%. Flossie says, now don't be fooled. I got more knives than most. I believe you, for sure. Baby Kisses speaking to Beaton. Runic says, hey, Francaise. And Flossie's throwing a big old pink hand up. Shout out at Plywood. Because she got characters. Hello, baby sister, Raja says. Hi, Woodchucker. Flossie, take a knife and saw it flush. Hey, Runic. And Baby Kisses says, hey to Raja. Y'all are so hospitable in here. I love seeing that. So cool. So cool. Wes, if you want to make costumes, Adam Savage on Mythbuster Guy makes some awesome cosplay stuff. Listen. There are not a lot of people in this world that I walk around like, oh, I would like to meet this person. Adam Savage, I am afraid that if I meet him, I will be a just a soft sucker wanting to hug and take pictures ass fan. And I'm not generally that to anybody. But I would be like, yo, can I go back to your workshop? I'll work for free. I mean, I would be a whole sucker over there. Plus, I love workshops. Like, eventually, if somebody wants to come through to my workshop and do stuff, I would love that because I'm gonna want to go to theirs. I would love to do like workshop exchanges, like just come over and build the same thing in another person's workshop. He has a banger of a workshop too, says Pine. For real, like I'm on his channel, tested, and I can't get enough of it. I'll put it on and go through traffic. Everybody saying what's up. But yeah, like I didn't really ever like the term maker and didn't really accept it until he said it. I don't think I've ever seen a live stream with so much knowledge coming at you, Wes. Yeah, well, my live streams really do that because I'm a beginner in a lot of this. I'm familiar with tools, but I'm very much a beginner in this space. So it's it's nice to have people like you all in the chat that are not beginners in the space, and we can learn stuff. Wes, what do you like to make? Said Beating Crazy. Um, I just like it. I don't know. I like all of it. I like everything I do. I like, you know. I really liked painting that when I did it. Um, I really liked making this when I did it. I guess I would say my favorite thing to make is a one-of-a-kind thing. I lose all enthusiasm if I have to duplicate something. If I had to do that again, I would not enjoy it. That's just kind of how I'm built. I'm a sort of a one and doneer. Now I'll make another one different than that, and I'll make 1,000 of them different than that. All right, Woodchucker. We're going to see you later on. I appreciate you coming through. TJ says, Ron Swanson is my spirit animal. Nick is an awesome shop. Says Pine and Woodworks. I'm the same way about Maker. I thought it was overrated until Adam Savage and Joe DeResta used it. Yeah, jack of all trades, master of all, says Rat. I don't know. Like, here's one thing I recently found out may apply to me. It feels right, but it may be a little. It's a little bit high praisey for you to give to yourself, but it's a polymath, and it's a person who is willing to deep dive on many different things, right? And I think that's just what I am. Like I'm a really good drywall guy. I'm a really good plumber. I'm a decent. I'm not a great electrician. I'm decent. Gotta run as well. Catch your next stream as I catch it. Good night, everyone at West Does It. There's Digiastics Detecting. I appreciate you coming by. Woodchucker, I appreciate you coming by. Everybody else, I appreciate you showing up and throwing those likes. I appreciate that, especially. I am going to come up with some more stuff to do, and we'll be doing it pretty regular. But today, I think I accomplished all my sharpening goals, and I'm going to shut it down, go upstairs, stretch my back, and we'll be at it tomorrow. I might go live while I'm working on that restoration. It's going to be an exterior thing. Probably do some painting tomorrow. Start doing the caulking, filling in some of the places, fixing old wood wherever we got to patch it up, and then we'll be out. Scoob is saying, Wes, I'm also thinking Renaissance Man applies to you. Perhaps. Well, people say jack of all trades, master of none, but Wes is a master of all and ethereal and perfect being. Man, what a great thing to say about someone. I appreciate that. Have a great evening, Wes. Have a great evening, Ply. Peace, Scoob. Peace, Dig. Peace, Rat. Peace, Floss. Peace, everybody. Raja, baby kisses. Everybody that joined us tonight. This is really good. Felt like family. Y'all had a good time. Neat, you're restoring your big old home. I am restoring someone else's big old home, but I am doing stuff here too. I'm trying to get some funding right now so I can just take a month and do nothing but work here. I hope y'all are around for that. It's gonna happen soon though. Peace and love. Y'all check the shorts, see if y'all like anything over there, and suggestions are always welcome here. Peace, everybody. Have a good night. Bless.